Hello everyone. Happy Monday. I am so tired mentally. I have to watch what I say because of where I work, but there is a child missing that has been missing since Monday. I do not personally know the child or the family, but I am in a way attached. And I'm just going to say, you guys, keep in touch with your family, with your friends. Even if it's just a quick text, a quick little video chat. Check on your nieces and nephews. Check on your grandchildren. I know sometimes people be going through things and they kind of distance themselves, and you start going through your own things and you get caught up in your own stuff. But check on your people. Check on your people. That's all I'm going to say. Moving on from that, I decided to do this video today. It's kind of like I'm trying to de-stress. Trying to detach a little bit, take my mind off of the crazy, and just detach a little bit. So I'm going to get back into this relationship debates thing. I'm going to answer a couple questions. Today made 8 days straight that I have worked, which is another thing. But I did do something for myself today. She went and got her nails did. I'm so into my nails, y'all. My hands are a little ashy. But, yes, he did a good job. He did a good job. He did a good job. My nails, that's my guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure. I'm actually thinking about starting to do them on my own, like, and doing other folks' nails. Just like as a side little hustle. I'm always about making some coins, finding ways to make some coins. But let's get into it. Relationship debates. I'm going to answer a couple questions. I try to keep my videos within 15 minutes. So let's go. Let's see what the questions are today. First question. A man says that if his significant other expects him to pay all the bills, he expects sex regularly, even if she's not in the mood. He reasons that sometimes he's not in the mood to pay the bills. Is he out of line? Explain. I don't think he's out of line per se, but I think it shouldn't be grouped together like that. Bills gotta be paid regardless, right? And why is he expected to pay all of the bills? Like, is that something that they agree to? Is she not working? Like, what's going on? The reason why I say it shouldn't be combined is because when you're in a relationship with somebody, sex is important. Research and there are all kinds of studies that say the main reason that people separate, divorce, split up is because of finances and sex. So I get the question, how they're tying it together, but in saying like, if I'm paying all the bills, you need to give me sex whenever I want it. It's kind of like you putting a price tag on sex in a way. I don't know. Y'all may disagree, but I mean, if sex should be a conversation, it should just be a natural thing between you and your partner. You both should equally want each other the same way. If there is a problem with that, then the two of you need to explore and figure out what that is. Is this something that's fixable or not? And then go from there. All right? But, I mean, here's the thing. You can't, even if you take sex out of the equation, right? Let's say this person's paying all of the bills. That's a big thing. That's a big thing. So, if he's paying all the bills, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you contributing to this? Like, make it make sense. And, you know, because you can't have one person primarily contributing everything. Like, that's crazy. It can get real tired of that. And it's going to get old really, 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 really quick. What is your value to the relationship? What are you contributing? Next question. I hope that answers this question. Let me know what you think. Your phone dies. You ask your significant other to use theirs and they refuse. What happens next? Obviously, there's something that they're hiding and it needs to be addressed. I think that would be a bit extreme, like to not allow your partner to use your phone. Now, if they want to get the phone just to go creeping and snooping and just being extra, I don't condone that either. Either you trust your mate or you don't. But in that scenario, it's like, what is the big deal? Okay. Next question. You and your significant other have a child, and your significant other asks for a paternity test. Would you oblige? I've actually already answered this question. I think paternity test should be mandatory. Period. Point blank. We'll look at Marikovich, Judge, I think it's Lauren. Watch that paternity court case. Look inside of some of your families. A lot of y'all got cousins, even siblings that you know the daddy is a big question mark. Yeah, paternity test should be mandatory, and it shouldn't be a problem to get it. Next question. Would you ever propose to a man, accept a proposal from a woman? Or accept a proposal from a woman? I've asked to answer this question too. I'm sorry. For those of you just tuning in, the first day I did this, I forgot to separate the cards. So check out the first one, Relationship Debates, Part 1. I answered that question there. Next question. Your significant other wants you to include the mother or father of their child in the wedding party. Is this entirely out of the question? And this was one of those questions too. I think that is a stretch. I answered that in Relationship Debate 1. So yeah, check that out. Y'all saw me shuffle these cards. I must not have done a good job. All of these are right there together. Next question. A woman breaks up with a man, and when he asks why, she says that she met someone better. Is that ever a valid reason to leave a relationship? That's callous. Like, it's petty, it's immature, it makes that woman look like a bad person. And if it was a man doing that, same thing. Listen, if you're with somebody and that person is not that person, just part ways. Telling them you met somebody better, that's being petty. I mean, ideally, in life, moving forward, you always want to do better with any and everything, right? But it's not necessary to say that or articulate that. I feel like that's just kind of malicious and kind of spiteful. Next question. Your life partner is wrongfully sentenced to 20 years in prison. Would you be willing to abstain from sex until they get out? I just don't. I feel like I don't even have an answer to that question. But I'm inclined to say no. I've heard of situations where men have been wrongfully accused and they've had some women stand by them until they got out. That's a big sacrifice. And I want to sound shallow by saying I doubt it. But would it be better to answer the question as truthfully as you believe you would, or would it be better to tell people what they want to hear and then do something different when nobody's looking? I don't know, just food for thought. Next question. Your boo has been active on social media all day but has yet to respond to any of your texts. Is this an issue? Explain. Yes, that's an issue. I'm so glad. Fortunately for me, I have not had a situation where, actually, the guys I've dated were not social media people at all. Like, at all. They're too busy getting money. They're too busy working. They're too busy. So they don't entertain stuff like that I was aware of. So it just never was an issue for me. I am that way as well. I just didn't grow up in an era where social media was a big thing. I'm a big component of not putting your personal business on Facebook. I mean, sharing a picture of family, it's something different. You know, general stuff. But you know, these people that tell like their whole life stories, or at least what they want to put out there, day in, day out, it's a bit much. But yeah, and it might sound contradictory because I have this YouTube page, but as of right now, I have 100 followers and I'm averaging like 10 views. So it's not that deep. Not that deep. Not something I'm getting a paycheck of. But like right now, I'm decompressing a little bit. I'm decompressing. Next question. Your significant other cheats. How could they earn your trust back? It depends on the situation. I've been in several scenarios where let me say this. I've been in situations where I've been cheated on. And, you know, I've forgiven. And for me, when I forgive, I forget. But the thing is, with forgiving, you still don't forget, right? And then if you repeat the behavior, so it's all about making changes to show that you're not truly that person. That truly was a horrible decision. It takes work. It takes work. I don't feel like that you need to be like become this person that you're not. You know, reporting in everything you do and this and that. And that's too much. That's too much. But it takes time. It takes time and effort on both ends. If you're going to forgive, you truly have to forgive. And if you are committing to not do things like that anymore, then you need to do that. Like, absolutely. Next question. You're dating for about a year, but you have never been to a significant other's home. What does this most likely mean? You're not dating. Plain and simple, you're not dating. A year? That's beyond ridiculous. Yeah, that means you're not dating. I don't know the specific time frame that I would give, but a whole year and you haven't been to the other person's home, it's like so many layers to that with issues on both ends, because your radar should have been up. Why has it been okay that it's been a year that you haven't been to this person's home? That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. To what end are you all seeing each other? Like, what? I'm getting kind of excited and anxious as I think more into it. It doesn't make sense. Like, what? And I mean, so this is a year you don't know who this person is. Are you having sexual relations with this person? Because that really don't make no sense. Yeah. Should I do one more? I'll do one more. The text I had an amazing time yesterday. Hold on. Okay, let me start. The text. I had an amazing time yesterday. Flashes on your significant other's phone. They say it's from a cousin you've never met before. What happens next? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me what happens next. Do you make assumptions? Do you ask some questions? Do you do some observing? Or do you just go in? What you mean? Your cousin. What cousin? Amazing time. What did you do yesterday? Why don't I already know what you were doing yesterday? Why would this be a surprise for me to see? We talking, we know what's going on in each other's lives. I should already know about how great your day was yesterday with your people, right? Right. Anyway, this was fun. Thank you for allowing me to de-stress a little bit and doing this little video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please post what you think about these questions. Let me know if there's a topic that you want me to discuss. You can email me at williamsfelicia@hotmail.com, or you can message me on my Instagram page at 19 Licia Licia 77 at 19 Licia 77. yeah, and then subscribe. All right, ciao. Have a great night.